Welcome to the live session, traders. After a short break, back on trading, and we can see that the market, in fact, after this long consolidation on XAUUSD, it started to move again, and with that movement, expecting now to have some trending movement. We see the market basically pretty volatile at the moment, and which is good for us to see that as a trader. XAUUSD, Euro dollar, GBPJPY. We will be looking for trading opportunity in all of this, and I would like to see that everyone is present before we begin the full analysis as well as trading opportunity in the in this session. And absolutely appreciate your support to the channel, guys and girls. I hope that you guys are enjoying this session every week. A couple of days I was on leave, so back on trading. And yeah, this month is pretty important, as you know that quite a few high impact later today also news coming up. And there is coming up later today, which is in a couple of hours later, coming up CPI. Are you guys ready for CPI? So let's look at which is in my zone, CPI coming up in few hours. So we will be looking at CPI, what might be happening in the upcoming news event, which is today. Also CAD news coming up tomorrow, AUD, quite a few high impact news coming up. And with that high impact news, we will be looking for potential opportunity in the market. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have in the market. And before we go to that, guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up. I see the likes is only few yet. So before I progress further, make sure you smash it to same as the view. And let me know in the live chat if you guys are here. Thank you very much. Ojolo, welcome. Jaban, Euro USD, thank you very much. Welcome. Very good to see that. If you guys are ready for trading, which instrument you are looking at, you can let me know in the live chat. Are you guys looking at XAUUSD or only on gold here? Which one you are looking at? So looking at, we can see that euro dollar here is this is euro dollar for our time frame. We can see the market basically started to drop below. Say USD here, GBPJPY, British Pound US Dollar, AUD USD. Quite a few instrument currently showing trading opportunity, especially euro dollar. I'm sure on euro dollar. And with that euro dollar price action, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a resistance line here and series of lower high formation. We might see some downside momentum on euro dollar. If you look at XAUUSD, this is basically in an uptrend at the moment. So which one you prefer? I would like to know majority of them, which instrument you are looking at: GBPJPY, euro dollar, and XAUUSD. See you live again. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm missing you, all of you guys. Nice to see you that you are here. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's see what kind of opportunity we might have in this session. Before we progress further, let's start with some music. Thank you. I'm waiting everyone to smash the like button. I see the like is still almost 1/5 of the view. I know that we didn't do anything yet, but if you guys smash it, it's gonna be visible to more people. And then that's awesome as it's going up. Now let's look at XAUUSD at the moment, and we'll be covering the CPI coming up, so stay tuned until the end to see how CPI is doing. Now looking at here on XAUUSD, what you can see from here, there's an inverted head and shoulder formation, and with that inverted head and shoulder, okay, so you can see the market form an inverted head and shoulder. Let's do the full multi-time frame analysis on XAUUSD. Okay, looking at the monthly, let's do the full multi-time frame analysis, looking at the monthly chart to see So let's look at the multi-time frame approach, looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. Now monthly, we can see that XAUUSD is a long-term bull market. There is an inverted head and shoulder here. Okay, so with that inverted head and shoulder formation, the market has made its move to the upside. Okay, so you can see that this is an inverted head and shoulder and bounce pullback, and we can see another bounce with the inverted head and shoulder, and with that inverted head and shoulder, what you can see that there is a monthly long wick candle in that area, and with this monthly long wick candle, this current monthly candle, which is a newly open candlestick pattern, and from this level we can see the market basically, here you can see the market has made its move to the upside. And what we can expect now at the moment here, okay, so you can see the market is forming series of high and low. This is an important level of support here. Okay, this is the monthly support, and from that monthly support, expecting for the market to have a break to the upside. And with that breakout, potentially, this is the monthly. What I think that after initial pullback, we can expect for the market to bounce back up to create a new higher high. If we look at the weekly chart, this is where the market from the weekly, what I think that it might be preparing for bigger trend. Are you guys agreeing with me? Do you think that XAUUSD is preparing for a bigger trend on the weekly? And if you think that, can you give me a reason? Let me see how many of you really thinking about this market. Hi guys, welcome. XAUUSD, thank you very much. I'm looking at XAUUSD and dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen. Also, we saw that there was a nice trend on dollar yen, including GBPJPY. We will be going to that. Euro dollar also trending. We will be looking at that one as well. All of them one by one. First of all, basically we will be focusing on XAUUSD mainly for entering, along with some currency pairs. Once they appear, we will be entering into the trade. We will keep that option open. Whichever one will give us the best opportunity, we will be looking at, but we will not look at too many pairs, but main focus on XAUUSD along with GBPJPY and Euro dollar. So NZDJPY, yeah, we will be looking at that. So first of all, we need to look at one by one. First of all, XAUUSD. Now, what you can see here in this market, let's look at the daily. Okay, so now from the daily, when we are looking at the daily, there is a potential for what I think that there is a probability for a potentially sideways market on gold on the lower time frame. Now, why am I expecting a potential sideways market. If you look at here, we can see that this is a bounce, pullback, another bounce, deeper pullback, and potentially another bounce. But this is the 4 hour. Okay, guys, I would like to ask you a question. When you focus on learning, that's where you will be learning the real trading. Yesterday last week we had a meeting in the academy that we discussed about progressing and learning. Growing as a trader needs focus on learning is the key, because when you are focusing on learning, you are basically training your mind and muscle to see the bigger picture in the market, right? So which is the essential part of becoming a trader. Now, being a trader is freedom. It needs patience and looking at bigger picture. Two important points that one must understand when you want to become a trader. We will be going into that, which is a big part of trading psychology. Now, I will be drawing line here and will be asking one important question. Let me know that. Let's see how many of you are focusing on that. This is A, this is B. Which one you think an order block? Just keep in mind that, guys, nothing is always 100%, but think that you mark and pay attention. This is where you will be going to closer to the probability, because trading is all about probability, not certainty. And that's why sometimes it becomes difficult for some to understand trading, because our brain is very, very, very good in jumping into conclusion, and that's what we think that certainty. But in fact, everything is probability. There is no certainty. Okay, that's why trading sometimes becomes very difficult, because it requires you to become more probabilistic than becoming a practical. So this is where you need to understand that fact. Okay, so now, can anyone let me know which one you think that order block and why? Okay, that's warmer journey. You got a 1 point. A. Okay, what else? Gbpusd. Yeah. A. Okay. Okay. Very good. Well done. Well done. Sheko. Very good. So this is where this is an order block here. Now, what's the advantage of knowing about the order block? It's also very important, guys, right? So knowing an order block is also very important, because if you don't know, then what is an order block. If you don't know, then there is a difficult for you to understand when the smart money placing the trade. So this is where the smart money has bought the market on XAUUSD, right? So if you guys look at it, you can see there was a reversal pattern here, gap open with a long wick doji, and then the market managed to break out, pull back, another breakout, deeper pullback, and we can see the market is in another bullish momentum, right? So we can see the market basically forming series of higher high, higher low in an uptrend. Now, let me give you what I called a trajectory of the market, what I call the GPS of the market. Okay, imagine that you are in an unknown territory, maybe in a Indian planet where there is a GPS. Now, how can you navigate in that unknown world? You need a GPS, right? So similarly, what I'm going to explain is the GPS of the market. Guys, take notes. Before I go to that, let's quickly look at the lower time frame. I will be coming on to that point, so don't miss out. I will be discussing about what I call the trajectory of the market, which is what I call the lifeline of the market. So the market moves in a trajectory. There are some pathway that the market always will move this way, that way, but there is a predictable pattern that you can understand when you are looking at the market, and that's what my goal is, to give you that pattern. So what is pattern? Pattern is everything, right? So if you look at the Fibonacci, right? So look at the Fibonacci. See, this is a pattern, right? And if you look at what is that, like this, right? You can see that. Do you understand that? Anyone have an idea what is this? That's Fibonacci, right? That's the going to the infinity. That's the infinite nature of everything. There is infinity in everything, right? So there is the endless journey of everything. So it's a pattern, right? So everything repeats. So if you look at a rectangle, and then a circle, and then an equal, and then a minus, right? Now if you are given a maths to complete that process, keep repeating that, then you'll see that it's actually a pattern, right? It's a predictable pattern. So when you understand pattern, you can predict what's coming next, and that's the job. That's the smart trader understand that pattern, and that's what, as a trader, you need to understand that pattern. Now everyone can understand pattern, right? Even who have never gone to school. So to be a trader, you don't have to go to school. That's why you are here in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. I'll come back to that trajectory to understand, to explain to that pattern. Now before we go to that, let's quickly look at the market to see if there is any entry, and we'll come back to that point. There is a very interesting topic that we'll be discussing, so don't miss out any part of this live session. Okay, so looking at here again, I deleted the lines so that we understand it clearly, the chart. Let's look at the lower time frame to understand what kind of market structure we have. Looking at 15 minutes to see how the market might be moving here. All right, so if we look at here, we can see that this is where I will be mostly interested on XAUUSD. This is a trend line. I know that you can't draw a trend line in a straight way, but if we look at, okay, so this is the 15 minutes perspective on XAUUSD, and okay, so here is what we can see. There is a bounce, pull back to the support, another bounce, pull back to the support, big bounce, pull back to the support, now sideways. What I think that, guys, XAUUSD might drop initially for deeper liquidity grab, and then could bounce back up. That might be happening on gold in later session or tomorrow. Let's look at the daily. Now this is where interesting price action that you can see on daily. Now we can see that after the gap opened, the market managed to break out. Too big sound, too loud. Okay, now here what we can see that this is one XAUUSD from the 4-hour perspective. This is where the market is forming series of high and low in that area. And with that series of high and low formation, what we can see, important support here. Okay, series of high and low, high and low, high and low formation. Okay, we can see the market forming series of high and low, and in that zone, expecting for the market to grab liquidity and then to bounce back up. If we look at the 30 minutes perspective, okay, so this is a support level here. It's an important level of support here. And what we can see that at the moment, here we can see there is, from here there is a bounce, a strong bounce, and then pull back, sideways movement. And with the sideways movement, expecting for this market to drop deeper and then to bounce back up. So this is where, if you guys look at it, you can see that this is an important trend line here. And with that trend line, with that support level, expecting for the market to drop, grab liquidity, and then to bounce back up. So this is where I'm interested to see that XAUUSD coming down for a deeper liquidity grab and then to return back to the upside to create a new higher high. Let's see where the market is heading. Based on that, we will be looking for potential trading opportunity. I hope that guys, you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you're enjoying, and let me know if you have any question. NZD USD, I'm seeing a clear MSS. Was that? Well, thank you. Okay, so now let's see here what we can see. The market grab the liquidity, bounce back up. Okay, so here expecting a potential double bottom and then to return back to the upside. With the CPI, we might see that. Now, if CPI breaking that price back below, that will be a very good point for us to look for potential entry. Especially you can see below this 4-hour long wick candle. Okay, so you can see that below this 4-hour, we can see that below this 4-hour there is a liquidity zone here where there is a 4-hour 20 EMA, and with that 4-hour 20 EMA, expecting for the market to touch that liquidity grab and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. Let's see where the market is heading, and based on that we can look for potential entry opportunity. Are you guys ready for CPI? Thank you. And what's your expectation with the CPI? So with that in mind, what you can see, the market basically here, this is a sideways movement. With this sideways movement, This is a resistance line, expecting for the price to drop, grab liquidity, and then to return back to the upside to create a new higher high. So here is what you can see, the market basically crossed that low, and with that cross of this low, expecting it to grab the liquidity and then to trend in that direction. We'll see that where the price might be heading. Based on that, we can look for potential trading opportunity, see where it is heading. And let's see, we can see XAUUSD currently in a this is currently moving in an uptrending market structure, and want to see that it drops back to the support level and then has got a bounce to the upside to see where the price might be heading. Based on that, we will be looking for entry. Let's look at now our potential time frame, entry time frame on 1 minute chart, that to see that where our zone that we will be looking for entry, as it is a bull market at the moment. And at the same time, if you look at the daily, the market above the daily resistance, there are two probable zones that we can look for potential entry. As it is a bull market, I will still be remaining bullish, but we would like to see that the market in fact drop back below the support level, and then we can look for potential entry in that zone. Okay, so if you look at the 1 minute chart, we can see the market in this 1 minute chart where, okay, so this is a 1 minute chart, expecting it for the price to drop and then to return back to the upside. So this is where waiting for the market to come back and then to bounce back up. So this is the 1 minute chart, and with that 1 minute chart, expecting it to move in that direction, probably to touch that support level, or even potentially drop back further below this level. That could be an important zone that we can look for potential buying opportunity in this market. So this is where there's a potential trading opportunity may come, and we will be looking for this pattern here. We'll see that where it is heading. Thank you very much. And okay, so this is a support level. This is also an important support level here. Based on that, we will be looking for potential trading opportunity in the market. You can see the market in a sideways currently, and with that sideways movement, so lower time frame price action, here is the lower time frame price action, and with that lower time frame price action, though it is a huge gap here, but I will still be remaining bullish long-term picture on this market to see for potential entry opportunity. If the guys here enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Thank you. Welcome. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so now we can see that on XAUUSD, the market in a sideway. Let's quickly look at what's happening with um, GBPJPY and euro dollar. So euro dollar, you're on a trade on this one, and while XAUUSD is moving in that area. So GBPJPY, I will be doing also the full multi-time frame analysis to see what kind of trading opportunity we have on GJ. Now GBPJPY, what we can see that looking at the monthly chart on GJ, what we can see the market currently forming series of higher low in this monthly perspective on GBPJPY. Here as you can see the market forming series of higher low, and with that series of higher low formation, this is a red candle followed by a bounce here, and with this bounce what we can see the market has broken that low and has got a bounce to the upside. Now with this bounce on GBPJPY, we can see the market in fact now moving in the major direction of the trend. Okay, so what we can see here on GJ, this is an important level of support here, and with that important support on GJ, what we can see the market forms series of higher low. There is a inverted bearish candle followed by the market cross that low, and then from this level there is a bounce. With that bounce, what happened is that on GBPJPY, this is where the market tested the support, had a rejection to the upside, and with that rejection what we can expect for the market to drop and then to continue to trend in that direction to create a new higher high. If we look at the weekly chart on GBPJPY, what we can see that from the weekly, this is an important weekly support level, and with this weekly support we can see there is a bounce pullback, another bounce, deeper drop. So what we can see that in this drop here on GJ, guys, this is a very important lesson. I really want you to pay full attention to it, because when you pay full attention to it, you started to learn and you start to grow and understand what I'm teaching here. This will change the way you look at the market. So don't miss out. Take notes. First secret to understand what kind of market to trade, right? This is the key. When you see, okay, a market like this trending, creating series of higher high and higher low, when you see the breakup structure, you can note down, when you see the breakup structure, right? When you see the breakup structure, with a stronger momentum, that means that bigger ATR, right? When you see a breakup structure with a bigger ATR, that's where, boom, that's where you see that early today XAUUSD. Have you guys seen that? When you see a breakup structure with a bigger ATR, that's where probability that this market is in a false breakdown, chances that it's gonna reverse or return back to the upside. I see the likes is going up now. If you guys like this technique, one little thing can change your trading completely, right? If you guys are not being profitable, you need to understand that when to enter and then how to hold the trade for bigger profit target. And that's my goal here, is to give you the technique, the tools, but for the trading psychology, you need to be patient. And that's why, I do conduct VIP Zoom class in the academy. it might go increase. And also there is a one-on-one session also I conduct, so that members in the academy can develop their trading psychology. If you guys not on the academy yet, visit www.forextradingwizard.com to learn and grow as a trader with me in the academy, where also you'll have a chance to become in this academy. Once you join, you will become the lifetime member, and at the same time you will have mentoring one-on-one session as well with me, which is currently included in the joining. So if you wanna trade with the trend to learn the best strategy, visit the website. And then if you think that something that can change your life here, don't miss out to join today. There is nothing in comparison with the value it brings to you to become a member in the academy, because everything in all the strategy that you can see are proven, back tested, and their original strategy that is created based on experience and long statistics and data. And at the same time, you will have direct contact with me for one-on-one session, as well as all the guidance and to develop your trading psychology until you become a consistently profitable trader. So visit www.forextradingwizard.com. You can find link below this video in the description area. Okay, so now let's jump back in our lesson. All right, cool. So well, now let's go back to the lesson. Now GBPJPY, this is what happened. You can see that here. This is GBPJPY, and where you can see the market, basically this is a support level. There is a rejection to the upside on this instrument, and where if you look at again, this is the daily chart, where we saw there was a daily bullish engulfer, a bounce followed by another daily bullish candle, followed by another daily long wick candle. Now looking at the 4-hour perspective on GJ, we can see that in this market on the 4-hour time frame, where there is a bounce, pullback, bounce, deeper pullback, liquidity grab, form a bullish engulfer, and with that bullish engulfer, we can expect GJ for the market to potentially trend in that direction. And I think that GBPJPY might keep pushing high in that direction. So here is what we can see that on GJ. This is the 4-hour time frame. This is a bullish engulfer here, and with that bullish engulfer, okay, the market basically currently trending, creating series of higher high and higher low in this uptrending market on GJ. And with that bounce, a bounce pullback, another bounce, deeper pullback, the market trending, creating series of higher high and higher low. So with that in mind, what we can see that here is, this is an important level of support here, on GBPJPY. Okay, we can see the market basically has formed a bullish engulfer, and with that bullish engulfer, okay, so you can see the market form that bullish engulfer. We may see that the price is trending to the upside. Okay, so you can see the market, this is an uptrending market, a bounce pullback. So we may see that the market is trending. Okay, so we can expect for the market to trend and then to continue to rise to the upside to create a new higher high. Okay, so we can see the market a bounce pullback, bounce deeper pullback, which is basically in an uptrending market structure at the moment. Now with that uptrend, if you look at GBPJPY from the 1 hour, again a pretty strong bounce here. This is an important level of support. Grab that liquidity, created this impulse, and now what it is doing here is forming an potential inverted head and shoulder, and then could revert back to the upside. Okay, so you can see here is the support level here. Okay, so important level of support here. We can see that a strong liquidity grab from that inverted head and shoulder, and then we might see that the market is, in fact, if you guys look at it, you can see the market is it grabbed liquidity and then may continue to revert back to the upside to create a new higher high. So there is a probability for an upside bias on GBPJPY. While XAUUSD, we can see that there is a potential bounce here locally, but I would be, so let's see that 15 minutes, what's happening here in the lower time frame. We can see there is a primary bounce. As I mentioned earlier, that I will be only trading to the upside in this market, as it is a bull market. Here is what you can see, that this is an support level here. So what you can see here is an important level of support here. And with that support, we can see series of higher low formation. Expecting for the market to come back here, to retest the support, and then to trend in that direction to create a new higher high. So here is a 15 minutes perspective on XAUUSD. It's trying to form a potentially bullish price action, but this is where there is a resistance coming up. If it is in a strong uptrend, I would look to buy that candle, but at the moment I'm not, because the market structure is still in a consolidation. Understanding very important. Now here we see a local breakout, but I'm still not fully impressed with the fact that the market might be very strongly bullish. It can be, but patience is the key. As you know, that there is a coming up later today CPI that might give us a very good opportunity to trade the market. So with that in mind, what we can see here, there is an order block here, and from that order block, here is an important support here. We can expect for the market to drop to the support and then to move back up again to create a new higher high. So what we can see here is this is where there is a strong liquidity trigger, bounce, pullback, bounce, deeper pullback. The market, you can see it's in a channel at the moment. So now here is what you can see. It's a narrow channel. 15 minutes candle closed. Let's go back to some of the things that's happening with the euro dollar, and we can see there is a bit of upside here on the euro dollar, as well as GBPJPY currently in a very strong uptrend. I would like to especially look at on GBPJPY as well. GBPJPY, if we guys look at it, you can see the market here is basically, this is a very strong uptrend. Now this kind of market is very good to trade, as you know, if you look at here, we can see the market in that support level, grab that massive amount of liquidity, and then, you know, bouncing or breaking to the upside on GJ. If you look at here, what we can see that this is where support here and also support here, expecting for the market to drop and then to bounce back up. And I think that GJ may not drop that much lower, as if you look at the 4 hour, you can see the market form a very strong bullish engulfer. It may not, but the best bet will be for us is to wait for a deeper pullback, and ultimately we could see that GJ breaking above and then going back to the resistance line. We might see that movement. Let's see how far it might be going. So here we can see the market form potential inverted head and shoulder. We might see the market is trending in that direction, and it might lead that price back to the upside to the resistance line. All right, so we can see that on GJ, the market preparing for potential upside. We will be waiting for deeper pullback here. Then we can look for entry. Looking at XAUUSD again to see where it is heading. Now looking at XAUUSD, we can see the market in this lower time frame, looking at 1 hour chart again to see where the price might be heading. Okay, so this is the 1 hour chart, and here is, you can see the market. This is where you can see the market is. Here is local drop in that area and expecting it to come back down. Okay, so this is a channel that wanting to see the market is going up and hitting that channel. Based on that, we can look for entry opportunity. Let's see what kind of trade we can find in the upcoming session. I will be waiting for this breakdown here potentially, and then to drop to the support level, which is very important to see. Okay, so here is what you can see. This is a support level, and in the meantime, guys, have you smashed the like button, and also did you subscribe to the channel? If you haven't done yet, you can do so to see all the content that I'm posting every day. Thank you. So XAUUSD, we can see that in a sideways market. So here is this is where important support level here. Expecting for the market to come back down below this level where there is a high liquidity. So you see there is a 1 minute bearish candle formation. With the lower time frame, we can see the market in this area has created a significant movement. Right. So lower time frame, we can see the market basically forming that pattern. there's a bounce here. So with that, XAUUSD potentially moving upside or slightly sideways, as CPI coming later today. If the market managed to break below, then we can look for that that entry opportunity in the market. Especially you would like to see the market has broken below, then we can look for that entry opportunity in the market. We'll see that how far it might be going, and based on that we can look for potential trading opportunity in the market. Let's see how far it might be going. And with that in mind, if we look at the lower time frame again, 1 hour chart and 4 hour time frame again, we can see the market basically having a good movement here. We'll be waiting for deeper drop, and then as soon as we will find that suitable entry, we'll be looking for that entry opportunity in the market. So looking at again, if we look at the 1 hour chart again, we can see the market in that direction here. It's a sideways movement. We can see the market in a sideways movement and forming series of higher low in that area. With this series of higher low formation, expecting it to break below, which is we could see or potentially breaking below this level. Wanting to see the market is breaking to the upside. Here is what we can see. There is a long wick candle. There is a long wick bullish engulfer here. So with that in mind, what we can expect here in the market, GBPJPY with this bullish engulfer, there's a narrow candle here. Expecting it, you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder formation. And with that inverted head and shoulder, wanting to see the market trending in that direction. And if we look at again 4 hour on GJ, lower time frame price action here on GJ, again looking at the 15-minute chart, pretty strong bounce here on GJ with this massive move. consolidation, expecting for the market to remain bullish in the major direction of the trend. And this is where you can see the 15 minutes on GJ, which is basically a strong bull market followed by sideways, expecting it for the market to come down, grab the liquidity, and then to trend in that direction. We'll see how far it might be going, and based on that we can look for potential trading opportunity. We'll see how far it might be going. You can see the market trend up, a bounce, sideways movement, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market. So you can see the price basically, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a bull market, and with this bull market there's an inverted head and shoulder formation, expecting it to bounce. So GJ looks a bullish than anything else. Euro dollar has got an upside bias. We'll see how far it might be going. I think we could see some deeper pullback, but still we can expect euro dollar to remain bearish. Again, going back to GJ, which is in a strong uptrend. So here is what we can see, that on GBPJPY, this is where a very strong upside bias, sideways movement, minutes perspective, we can see the market with this bounce, pullback, sideways movement, expecting for the market to trend in that direction to create a new higher high. So what we can see here is locally bullish on GJ. We can look for entry opportunity once we find proper zone here where we can look for that entry opportunity on GJ. Now, if we look at the 1 hour, we can see the market here is that inverted head and shoulder, and with the inverted head and shoulder, looking at the lower time frame, look at the 50 minutes, we can see that the market here with this support, there is a bounce and then pullback, and the market is, you can see that locally it is in an uptrend. Now with that uptrend, here you can see this is the 15 minutes, there is a liquidity candle formation here, which is very strong liquidity candle, back to back two. We can see that two buy area, and both of them in fact moved in that direction, And that's where the power of understanding when the market is grabbing the liquidity. And if you guys look at it, you can see that here is also an important support level here on this, and with that support, what we can expect on GJ is with that support the market managed to break out, pull back, and it's moving in that direction. And what we can expect on GBPJPY for the price to continue to rise to the upside with this stronger momentum. So there's support level here, and how many pip here? 37 pip. So if we look at the market trend is up, and so here what you can see, guys, and the market trend is up. We can see some upside bias here on GBPJPY, and with that upside bias, expecting for the market to remain bullish for long-term picture. So with that in mind, if we look at the 15 minutes from the daily, if it is a daily support, I would definitely look for some bullish opportunity here, but the market is on the top. Okay, so the market already has made a move and it's on the top. So the thing here is, for us, if we look for that bullish setup, we might see again a deeper pullback to the daily support level, and that's where the thing is coming up in that area. So this is where you can see the market. This is a support level here, and with that support, the market bounced from this level. Now we could see that eventually, without retest, going back here, one probability. The other probability is that we might see the market respecting this support and going back up. It's an uptrending market, right? So how many pip here? Below this level, there are 63 pips in that area. So if we look at here, we can see 15 minutes GBPJPY, and with this 15 minutes perspective, I would look to there is a long wick here which has not been tested yet. To go long, we need should have seen one more liquidity candle on the 30 minutes. 50 minutes, there is a strong liquidity gap, and I would be a little more patient. It might come for another wave of drop and then could continue to rise, but it's an uptrend, so the bias on GJ is to the upside. Okay, so we might see that it's breaking to the upside potentially. We will be waiting patiently for the CPI to come up, and based on that we can look for that entry opportunity in the market. Thank you very much. Let me know, guys, if you have any question. Let's see what's happening with XAUUSD. You can see that, as I mentioned, XAUUSD currently moving in a potential in a sideway, which is pretty strongly sideway movement. And with that sideway movement, or you can see that you can see bounce, pull back, the market moving in a sideway. See where it is heading, and here is so you can see this is a sideway movement here, and with this sideway movement, expecting for the market to drop here for a deeper pullback, and then this is where 1 minute bearish engulfer formed on the 1 minute on XAUUSD. I think there might be some sideway, some lower time frame movement possible. See that 4 hour. If it is on the major direction of the trend, I would look to potentially move, but I think there's might be some short-term movement here. We know that the trend is up, but I would like to go for a quick sell opportunity on XAUUSD. Stop loss above this high, TP target 221. I will be explaining later the strategy, but it's a very tight stop loss. I'm putting only 18 pip stop loss on this, so which is, as you know, that a very tight stop loss. Let's make sure that you do the risk management, and it's not allowed to open any trade without any risk management, which is absolutely important to be profitable as a trader. It's a very quick trade that opening for short-term perspective. What kind of music is this? I don't know where this comes from. Need to change the music first. You're down on this. You're in the downside. Let's say USD. So we are bearish. It's a quick trade, guys. For those who joined today, make sure you do the risk management, which is the key to become profitable as a trader, which is very important. Expecting it to drop back below. Expecting it to trend in the direction to create a new lower low. Okay. So we might see that short-term drop here, wanting to just coming back below. Right, so it's a very tight trade. So we will not be even taking so long to take TP if we see moving in our direction. You can see some short-term movement here, which is good to see that. Okay, now we see some bounce here. So we would like to see that it's breaking below again. Okay, so here is what you can see the market. Well, came below. Now we might see some rejection or correction. Let's see how far it might be heading. In this area, I'm expecting it to come back below. Okay, so here is where you can see that 5 minutes perspective, there is a long wick candle here, and with this long wick candle, so there's a gap open. Spinning here, it's moving back up. Okay, so here is what you can see, the long wick candle. Want to see that we saw the drop, and the market in fact again has gone in a sideways movement. This is where the market sometimes become a little annoying, but want to see that what's happening here at the moment. This has become a little choppy market. So this is what happened. The market trend only 30% of the time. Okay, so 70% of the time the market move in a sideways. So that's where you see the most of the time the market move in a sideways. But when we see a trade going in our favor, the best way is to hold on to it for the full profit target. That's how we can remain profitable over the long term. Okay, so here what we can expect now, potential, if it is breaking below the support level here, which expecting coming below this level, we will be taking profit here, because there's another liquidity zone here. So if it is coming below this level, there is a potential for reversal. Would like to see that it's coming back here. The major trend is up, so that's only the thing that you can see. I want to see that it's coming to the support. Want to see it's breaking below where there is a liquidity, and so there is a doji formation, narrow doji, and I was expecting a deeper red candle, but we see that a narrow doji formation, that might lead the price again in a sideway or a little bearish price action possible here. If it come back below our entry, we can take some TP here. Thank you. And in the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Okay. Here is doji, and want to see, because it's a tight stop loss, to see getting rejection some kind of, so that you can expect some sideways movement to the downside. Thank you very much. Welcome. We need here downside movement. So we can see some rejection here. This is 15 minutes candle, which is almost nearly closing, and we see some potential break to the upside. There is a bearish move here, and wanting to see that it's coming back below this level where there's high liquidity. Now this is an important level of resistance here. I want to see that it's breaking below our entry. We are almost there. Now this is where I was trying to bounce on the lower time frame. Clearly bullish price action. The only way that we can do here is the hedge the trade. Let's see if we can hedge it. So we are almost nearly to the exit point. Okay, you guys probably running that. So here stop loss at 2696.97 and six, depending on your spread. So there is a rejection here from this resistance line. Okay, so are you guys running the trade yet? I think we might see some bearish movement here again. Anyone on the trade running yet? So if it, where are you? Okay, so screen, yeah, okay, I will be keeping that still. Put another place here. Okay, I think we might see some potentially some downside here. Okay, so waiting for the market to come back below. This is a sideway movement, but at the same time we can see some potential downside, which is important to see that it's coming back below. Understanding here is important to see. Do you think that breaking to the upside or breaking to the downside? What's your view on that? This is a choppy, but at the same time expecting it to break in that direction. Thank you. Anyone here running the trade? All right, so you see there is a potentially um, head and shoulder here, expecting it to form that head and shoulder and then to drop back below. And as you know, that there is a CPI coming later today. We will be trading that CPI, and with that CPI, expecting some good movement. If you guys ready for that, stay tuned in the group for more updates and education and everything. So here is a sideway and forming a potentially head and shoulder, mini head and shoulder that could lead that price little bit to the downside. We want to see that it has come back below the entry and then drop back below to create any lower low. Let's see how far it might be going. Based on that, we can look for entry opportunity in the market. See that? Thank you. Welcome, welcome. But we can see there's some downside here. Okay, so lower time frame, some rejection coming here, and there is the doji formation, expecting now to it has completed a head and shoulder here, wanting to see that it's moving in that direction and then to come back below to the support level. Awesome, thank you very much. There's a long week candle here. Massive long wick doji, expecting for the market to come back below. This is a very, sometime it happens, it goes to a very annoying sideway movement, but finally it may break out, because there is a, as you know, there is a coming up CPI, and it might break out and break below potentially. So what I'm expecting to break below this level, and then to, once it might break below and then could drop back down again. As coming up in few minutes, CPI, wanting to see the market is forming the structure before news do the spike. We might see now a bounce here. Okay, so there is a long wick candle, and with the long wick candle, expecting it to break below. Now this is on a resistance. So you can see some bearish pressure. This triangle, expecting it to break below, in that case to drop back here to the support level. It's important to, it's very important for us to see that the market is coming in the major direction of the trend, and then to drop back down. We can see the market in that area. This is where there is a resistance line. Okay, so it's in a very narrow range at the moment. Couple of dodgy formation, and this is in a zone where we might see that this is a very narrow price action at the moment. The market little confused because of the news coming up. 1 hour candle closed. So we are out on this trade. Coming up, CPI, we are, as I mentioned, it's a very tight trade. When there is a tight trade, we just need to wait for the market to show up, and we can see the market basically has broken to the upside as CPI coming. I will be waiting for CPI to show up its hand, and with that with the CPI, we will be waiting for the data to come up and expecting a very good move. Just keep in mind, guys, trading is all about probability. Someday we need to always keep the risk managed. Now, at the moment, we can see there is a bounce here based on this in that area, and with that bounce, expecting for the market to, you see, this is a sideways movement. We will be waiting for the market to this is a 1 minute chart. If you look at as the data coming up in 30 minutes, expecting it to have a good move, and once any new opportunity coming, definitely I'll be sharing in the group, and also I'll be trading the CPI in 30 minutes time while we are almost at the end of the session. And if you guys enjoyed this live session, definitely I believe that you guys enjoyed that live session, learn from it, as I'll be coming up again live very soon. Until that, stay well, stay happy, and stay tuned for the next live. Also, I do share analysis as well as the content in the channel. Make sure you keep watch on it, keep eye in it. In the meantime, with the CPI, if there is any update, definitely I'll be sharing in the group as an analysis. So waiting for CPI, join the free Telegram channel. If there is any update, also I do share many of the things on the free Telegram channel, where also you'll be able to know what might the update about the current CPI as well as the trades. So I'll see you again trading live very soon. Until that, stay well, stay happy.